I'm Julianna Forlano. Joe Biden, as I just said, Tuesday afternoon named Kamala Harris of California as his running mate in the 2020 presidential race. Responses to the announcement from progressive groups have been mixed. RootsAction expressed wariness at the news of Harris's nomination, but did offer hope, saying that while her penchant for taking positions broadly palatable to the corporate donor class raises concerns about her dedication to progressive principles, we will fight every day to hold Vice President Harris. I love how they're already calling her Vice President Harris, not of Vice President Harris, but Vice President Harris to the higher ideals she espouses. The NAACP was largely positive, calling Harris's vice presidential run the culmination of the tireless work of Shirley Chisolm, Charlene Mitchell, Sojourner Truth, Rosa Parks, Fannie Barbara Jordan, Ida B. Wells, and Myrlie Evers in the fight for representation and equality. What do you think? I look forward to reading everything you put, in the chat. I am my own personal opinion is that it is the best possible pick he could have made at this time in history. He's a centrist candidate. Everybody knows that. We need to win the middle. Everybody knows that. And unfortunately, progressives are probably going to come out to vote because we're we don't want Trump. We don't want Trump. And that's where we're going to be. And as activists, we are kind of comfortable in our position that we're going to continue to push Biden and Kamala to, the left as best we can. Mind you, as a senator, she voted 93% of the time with Bernie Sanders. So I know she has a past that has upset a number of folks and groups. I also know that she has some very good things that she has done for progressives under her belt. We're going to talk about this with Andrew Jones when he comes on the program. So if you're watching on YouTube and that's not, maybe we'll just jam it into this. Maybe we will. We'll see. A coalition of progressive groups delivered a petition with over 4,800 signatures to the presidential campaigns of Trump and Biden yesterday. The groups, including our friends at Code Pink. Alana, let's interview the Code Pink woman, Medea Benjamin, whom we love. The groups included Code Pink, WAND, and Massachusetts Peace Action are urging both the 2020 candidates to incorporate a vision of peace and serious nuclear disarmament into their platforms. Code Pink co-director Jody Evans, who we could also have on. We haven't had them on in a while, pretty much since I think the beginning. Anyway, Jody Evans noted in a statement that the delivery comes just days after the 75th anniversary of dropping the atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki by the U.S. government toward the end of the Second World War. So we'll keep our eyes on that. Representative Ilhan Omar keeps her seat in Congress. No wonder I'm so happy. After defeating a big money-backed challenger in the Democratic Party for Minnesota's 5th congressional district. Thank you, Minnesota. Omar said the win is further evidence that organized people will always beat organized money. Her challenger, Anton Melton Muehl, was one of 4 candidates who attempted to get rid of her, but his campaign was by far the best funded, according to the Center for Responsive Politics. Large donations made up 90% of the $4.1 million that guy raised, with Omar, Rashida Tlaib, and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez having vanquished their primary challengers. Ayanna Pressley running unopposed in next month's Massachusetts primary. The squad is posed to secure at least another 2 years in Congress and to grow with the addition of Cori Bush and Jamal Bowman. So, a Kamala Harris vice presidency, along with a Joe Biden presidency, along with a squad, I think these are positives.
Before, Amy Klobuchar was the original choice to be Biden's VP when Obama said, you know what, we have to call Buttigieg and Klobuchar. They're complaining about Bernie maybe getting the most delegates, even after Biden won South Carolina. So they had that crucial calls I call the Sunday Centrist Coalition calls on that Sunday where John Lewis, the last time he walked over the Pettus Bridge and all that was happening, was when, Obama really gave his friend Klobuchar, because she's Biden's friend, that wink, wink. But they're stuck to centrist because I've emphasized to a lot of people who have been so mad, who have said hashtag them exit since Bernie officially suspended his campaign, that it's something that is important where you have to use the leverage of a primary. As Bernie tried to do with Obama, as he thought about in 2012, when he felt that Obama was like being too much in the middle and listening to Mitch McConnell, who hates his guts and hates all Democrats and hates all progressives. And it's the leverage. And this is why I tried to tell people, you have to work within the party as Bernie was sensibly doing 4 or 5 years ago, where he didn't even want to originally run. He was thinking that Elizabeth Warren was going to run against Hillary, and she just didn't want to do it. So he said, you know what, F it, I'm going to run. And that's what happened, and didn't really transform the party, where the centrists just can't say, well, vote for us or you'll get Republicans. So and we're not going to listen to you on the left. And we've seen that in evidence from Jamal Bowen being Elliot Engel, how Cori Bush beating Clay, how in both in AOC, Rashida Tlaib, and now Ilhan Omar defending their seats and winning comfortably to keep those seats overall. And then most importantly, or equally important, is how Charles Booker almost beat Amy McGrath in Kentucky.
That would have been awesome.
It was a
Kentucky.
Yeah, and just what happened in the primary.
Andrew, so Kamala has voted her record. Okay, she's being attacked from the left and the right. Nobody's fucking happy ever. Her record is 93% voting in line with Bernie Sanders. Why are we calling her such a super centrist? Is it because she does take corporate money and so we don't necessarily trust her, progressive credentials now, or what?
This is why I made sure and I came up with the term centrist appeaser. Because Kamala is to the left of Amy Klobuchar. She's to the left of Hillary Clinton. And not just because she's black, but her being from Oakland, being black, she has a sense of, well, there's at least some injustice done to black people, and I represent that overall. That's why she has a K-Hive that's legit like they are. And you'll have people like Melissa Harris Perry go staunchly for her because she truly is black overall, from her experiences, from how her mother raised her, being Indian American that was truly in all black meetings overall. So, she's definitely in that middle, but the same way with Elizabeth Warren, where they truly are about public policy, but they're not going all the way necessarily towards where Bernie's at on Medicare for all. That's why we saw in the primary where she switched when she had the momentum, when she got Biden on busing, she had the Medicare for all plan, and she's a co-sponsor in the Senate of Bernie's Medicare for all plan. But then she was like, oh, wait a minute. The donors are like, Kamala, what are you doing? And she tried to give like a whole public option type version. And that's when she was in real trouble and why she couldn't even make it to Iowa voting. So she's really in that whole key middle to understand in between the center of, say, Obama, Biden, Hillary, and then Bernie right there on the rational side, because left can be a pejorative. So, but it is what it is. So that's why you had the dismay with people overall online who just trying to show unfairly to me sometimes her record in terms of policing, where she talks about violent crime a lot. She emphasized violent crime. Now, yes, she didn't go after Mnuchin like she needed to in California. And yes, she didn't say, we can't do war on drugs or whatnot. Well, the reason why she couldn't do it is because she's looking at all the white or non-black prosecutors across the country or in California not go against the war on drugs. So why is she going to go do that and put her whole career online, even though that was the right thing to do if she would have did that? So that's why.
Thank you for being so pragmatic. Really, you're very realistic. I'm sorry we have to cut you off, but our next guest is here and waiting. Final point, Andrew.
Yes. Yeah, it's something where it's going to be the blowout. That's what it is. But I honestly think that she may not even get a chance to debate Pence, because the fool may resign after the first debate against Biden. And
that would be so amazing. And then Biden's going to have to go against Pence, and then who's the VP? I don't know. It's going to be a SHIT show, a shit show.
They may pick Nikki Haley out of nowhere. So,
Oh boy. Yeah, that's true. Hey, Andrew, we're going to check in with you again later, but if you want more Andrew Jones and you're on Twitch, definitely check out Andrew. You're starting on Twitch today at 11 o'clock in the morning Eastern. What is your handle so people can go there?
Oh, just the Slugger Gels handle. SLUGG.
Putting it in here, slug of gels. And hello, Dr. Blinn. Hello, everyone watching on Twitch. SLU.
Yes.
GGAH.
JELLS. Yes.
Slug of
SLU.
gels. All right. We'll try to raid into you if we can at the end
Yes.
of this program. Thanks so much, Andrew. I appreciate it.
Julia, always. Appreciate you.
He came on right at the last second. Isn't that the best? So if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. We bring you all the important talk that you need. I'm Julianna Forlano. You're watching ACT TV.